Once upon a time, in a village called Greenwich, a greedy landlord lives in. Landlord gives his land for cultivation to the farmers by applying strange conditions. David, who is a poor person, lives in the same village. The landlord gives David his land every year on contract, saying that 50% share is for landlord and 50% share for David. After cultivation, landlord takes good crop and gives bad crop to David. Due to this, David is leading a very difficult time. One day, David's son, named called Peter, returns home in holidays from city. After seeing his father's situation and listening to landlord's antics, Peter decided to do farming from that day. Dad, you don't worry at all. I will take care of cultivation from today. Peter said these words to his father and went to meet landlord. Come, Peter. Where is your father? My father is unwell. From today, I will only take care for all the cultivation chores. So let me know the condition for this year. I made his father fool till now. From today, I will play with him. Okay, then Peter, from today, whatever you harvest, the upper part of the crop belongs to me and the lower part is yours. Okay, landlord. By saying these words, Peter leaves his house. The seeds are planted by Peter, and he takes care of farm very carefully. Crop is very good grown, and after 3 months, landlord visits Peter at farm to take his share. Come, landlord. The grass which is grown up is yours. This time I have cultivated groundnuts, so lower part is mine. You can take your part, landlord. Landlord gets angry by seeing this. So landlord starts thinking that this child is making me a fool. Okay, this time I should teach him a lesson. With this thought in mind, landlord leaves that place. After few days, landlord asks Peter to visit him. Hey Peter, landlord asked you to visit him. Okay, you go. I'll come after some time. After some time, Peter visits landlord. How are you, Peter? Don't you want to do cultivation? I wanted to do cultivation, landlord. I was about to come and meet you. Child, this time the condition is a bit different. The upper part belongs to you and lower part of crop is mine. Peter said yes and left the place. He went to cultivate the land. And after 3 months, landlord visited Peter for his share. Come, landlord. This time I have cultivated wheat. As per the condition, you take the lower part towards land, and I am taking the upper part. By seeing this, landlord becomes angry and says to Peter, You feel yourself as an intelligent person? Now I will give you my land to you for cultivation, and condition is upper and lower parts are mine. The middle part is yours. Are you okay with the condition? Okay, I agrees with your condition. But this time even I have a condition, landlord. If you will lose this time, you promise me that you will give poor farmers share equally and you behaves good with them. Okay, I agree. After 4 months, landlord visits Peter's land and shocks by seeing sugarcane in the farm. Now, you can take the upper and lower parts of crop as per your condition. Yes, child. Please excuse me. I have realized my mistake. From now, I will not cheat anyone.
A man named Michael lived in a village. He had a big dairy shop. He used to provide milk, curd, and other dairy products in his shop.
Hey, what is this? Where did so many flies come today? Oh shit. Let me throw this before anyone sees.
Michael was a miser.
Uncle Michael, please give me 2 kg butter.
Sure, son, I will give you right away.
Hey, what is this? Uncle Michael, there is a fly in it.
What? A fly? Show me.
The boy shows Michael the box of butter.
Wait, son. I will give you another box of butter.
Michael takes out the fly from the box and hands over the same box to the boy.
Take this, son. Is it okay now?
Yes, Uncle Michael. Thank you. I will leave now.
At that time, there arrived two sepoys from the palace.
Listen, Michael. 40 kg butter should be delivered by noon in the palace.
Yeah, sure. But such a high quantity of butter? Is there a party in palace today?
Yes, today the king has thrown a party for the ministers.
Okay. Don't worry. You will get the butter on time.
Sepoys leave, and Michael starts preparing butter.
Listen, Simon. We have to deliver 40 kg of butter to the palace by afternoon. Let's start working quickly. But master, we don't have enough milk to prepare 40 kg of butter. Do one thing. Add half quantity water to the milk we have. That will do the work. But master, that will not be right. If the king finds this out, then he will punish us. You do your work quietly or get lost. Oh, okay, master.
Simon adds water to the milk, but even then, the quantity is not enough. Simon goes to his master to inform him.
Master, I added water to the milk, but even then, preparing 40 kg of butter is not possible. What shall we do now? Okay. You go out there and look after the shop. I will take care of this. Okay, master. I should add vegetable oil to this.
Michael takes the case of vegetable oil and adds the butter, and that fills the case of butter fully.
Wow, my work is done. Now I have to deliver this to the palace quickly.
Michael takes the case of butter to the palace and returns home after delivering that. All the ministers arrive at the party. The party was wonderful. The king welcomes the ministers wholeheartedly. All the ministers eat a lot of food. After the dinner, ministers meet the king and go back to their homes. The king offers each minister a box of sweet as return gift.
Wow, the aroma of the sweets is so good. I will also taste the sweets.
The king tasted the sweet happily. The ministers also enjoyed the sweets just like the king. After eating the sweets, the king falls sick.
Your Highness, the ministers have also fallen sick like you. What? How's this possible? Seems like something was wrong with the sweets. Go and call the chef.
Yes, Your Highness.
You fool! What kind of sweet did you make? Everyone has fallen sick after eating your sweets.
Your Highness, I prepared it very carefully. I have no idea what happened. Your Highness, I think all this happened because of Michael's butter.
Are you sure that all have fallen sick because of that butter?
Yes, Your Highness, because I could smell vegetable oil in that butter.
This means Michael cheats everyone with adulteration. General, send 2 sepoys to Michael's house to keep an eye on him. Yes, Your Highness.
Sepoys arrive at Michael's house and sneak up. The Michael was adding vegetable oil to the butter.
Oh, what's this? Michael is putting everyone in trouble by adulteration. Yes, we should catch him red-handed and take him to the king.
Yes, come quickly.
Sepoys enter Michael's house and catch him red-handed.
You adulterate butter? Now you will have to answer the king. No, please forgive me.
Come, now you will explain things to the king.
Sepoys bring Michael to the palace.
Your Highness, we caught Michael red-handed, adulterating butter.
Does this mean that you fool everyone? Please forgive me, Your Highness. I made a mistake. I will never do this. General, take him and throw in jail. No, Your Highness, please forgive me. I will never do this.
The king does not listen to Michael, and the general throws him in jail.
He will never learn.
Yes, father.
Come, dear. I have to tell you something very important.
Sure, tell me, father.
I have grown old, tried to civilize him, but I could not improve him. I feel that some lazy ghost has possessed him. Daughter, I give you the responsibility to drive away that lazy ghost. This was Thomas's last wish. Since then, Mia started working on improving David. At first, she thought that if she would help her husband in the fields, then David might also feel like working hard. So she started going to the field with her husband. Early in the morning, both of them would start working together, but David would soon feel lazy and he would sleep in the shadow of a tree. And poor Mia would work all alone. Then Mia started thinking,
No, this trick is not working. I will have to find another way.
At the same time, an announcement was made in the village. Government is going to distribute free seeds tomorrow morning at 9 at the government office. Anyone who wants can come to the office and take free seeds. After listening to this, Mia went to her husband.
Please go to the government office tomorrow morning.
But why?
Because the government is giving free seeds.
Free? Knowing that it's free, David's eyes had a different glow, which Mia noticed.
Oh yes, free of cost.
Next day, David was standing first in the queue at the government office. David come home with the seeds. Mia!
You brought the seeds?
Yes, see, and it's free. Mia started listening to David very carefully, and then she got an idea. Next day, Mia came to David.
Government has made more announcement.
Are they giving free seeds again?
No, they will give bulls.
What? Bulls? That is good. This will decrease my workload to almost half. Tell me, where do I have to go?
But this is not that easy.
Why?
Government has announced that anyone who grows 1 ton of grain in the next 3 months will get the bulls.
1 ton? What's the big deal? Our field is so big that we can grow 5 tons of grain.
But who will do the hard work? You don't like to work, right?
But we will get 2 bulls. And then we don't need to work thereafter. Since that day, David started working hard in the fields every day. He used to plow throughout the day and water the fields. After 1 month, the seedlings sprouted. And slowly the fields began to sway. David continued his hard work. After 3 months, David started harvesting them. After a few days, his field had big stalks of grain. Look, Mia, this must be more than 1 ton, right?
Yes, much more.
Now tell me, where do I have to go?
Nowhere. The buyers will come here themselves.
Next day, a merchant came and gave 1 lakh rupees in cash to Mia. Mia was very happy seeing the money. She went to the market straight away and bought 2 bulls and came home with the bulls.
Listen, dear.
Wow! Such strong bulls, and that too free?
Not for free. You have earned them.
What?
Yes, I lied to you. But because of that, you worked so hard and grew 3 tons of grains. I got 1 lakh rupees for 3 tons of grain. And out of that only, I bought 2 bullocks for 10,000.
1 lakh rupees?
Yes, and here is remaining 90,000.
David couldn't believe his eyes. He had never seen so much money before. From the next day, David started farming with his bulls. He had turned from a lazy person to a hard-working person because he had understood that by working hard, he can achieve whatever he wants.
Did you see, father? I fulfilled your last wish by kicking out the lazy ghost.